Hi, everybody. It's Kathleen Walker on May 29th, 2023. It's been 260 days since I was allowed to visit with my brother, Paul Kierans, and we've missed 72 scheduled visits. I spent most of the morning this morning writing a letter to the judge who is responsible for the preliminary applications in my application to be appointed the decision maker for my brother, asking her if we could appoint or if she would agree that we would appoint a psychologist that I found to be to do an investigation of Larsh's termination of my brother's visits, and for payment of part of that investigation to come from Paul's estate. So I've raised about $600 through GoFundMe from the donations of my Facebook friends like Paul Fraser, Sue Morley, Jessica Vanderveen. Thank you so much. It means so much to me that your contributions mean so much to me. So I sent off an electronic payment to the West Coast Psychology Services of $600. And I've asked them to wait to pay the shortfall of $3,400. So I still need to give the psychologists $3,400 from their $4,000 retainer, which is very fair. They reduced their retainer from $5,000 to $4,000 to write a medical legal report, and they've set out a protocol. So I sent a draft order appointing that psychologist to do the investigation and to be able to pay the balance of the psychologist retainer out of Paul's estate at this point. So I sent that to the Madam Justice Sharma, who is responsible for the any interim applications. The actual hearing of my case is going to be on June 7th, which is in just a few days. It's coming up very quickly. So that's a very important day. Of course, my sister has asked for an adjournment of that hearing. I've not agreed to it. He's already got an adjournment or struck my hearing date from the list once, and we were not able to get on because a judge was not available the second time. So I've lost 2 sets of hearing dates. And as I said, it's been 260 days since I was able to visit with my brother. So I'm still asking my Facebook friends to kick into the GoFundMe account to pay for the psychologist. This is a wonderful opportunity to have an independent psychologist, a doctor, a PhD doctor, psychologist, do an investigation of Larsh's confinement and isolation of Paul, and to write a report for the court. It's a wonderful opportunity, and I think it will help families in my situation down the road. So it will create a precedent for how to handle situations where a group home terminates visits by family members or loved ones with residents, and how it should be handled. So please click on the link in the description box for this video and contribute anything that you can afford to help pay for this psychologist report. It's the most important piece of evidence. It's independent, neutral, and the expert has to promise the court that they will be independent and neutral in their report. So that's it for today. Today is American Memorial Day, which is a special holiday that Americans have to give tribute to their armed forces who have died in the course of protecting the United States I'm thinking today of my I had a boyfriend in 2001 who was a retired Air Force trainer who had been in a car accident, and he was not able to continue in the Canadian Air Force. And while we were, shortly after we stopped dating, he succumbed to injuries that had been lingering after this car accident that he had had. He was a very dear person, and I've been thinking about him today. His code name as an Air Force pilot was Tuttle, which is apparently some kind of character in a movie. I don't even know what movie that is, but anyways, that was his call sign, was Tuttle, Tuttle. So Tuttle, I'm thinking of you today. Again, Paul, I miss you so much. I miss seeing you this weekend. The weather's getting more beautiful. Every time I walk past Marmot Street and I look down the hill and see the Fraser River, I think of you, how you and I used to love to look at the Fraser River. And I hopefully we'll see it together again soon. Bye, baby. Take care. I love you. See you soon.